What was the question again?
Okay. What's your suggestion?
Yeah, we're using blockchain in three ways. First one is the transparency part, the provenance, where is the coffee coming from. We show all the stakeholders in our supply chain. So you know, as a consumer, you know exactly where the coffee is coming from. The second part is transparency. We show in our blockchain who gets what. So from each and every stakeholder in our blockchain, we show you what we pay to them. And by showing that and being fully radical transparent, you as a consumer can judge for yourself if you feel that the chain is fair or is not fair. We are going for a 50-50 split, so 50% of the value build-up remaining in the country of origin, so the country where the coffee is coming from, and 50% landing in the global north, where the coffee is often consumed. So this is the second part, transparency. You could also, instead of value build-up, you can also use carbon footprint, for example. So for each and every step in the supply chain, you can show what the carbon footprint is. And by that, you can also show what the total carbon footprint is. In our case, it's like half of the industry average. The third part is, and this is really what we feel is the interesting part, is you can use blockchain also to make transactions and to share value, to move a value over the supply chain by the use of blockchain technology. We're doing this by the creation of tokens. We will create tokens with the value of, for example, 50 cents. When you buy a bag of coffee, when you buy a cup of coffee, you can scan a QR code which is on the bag. When you scan it on the code in your digital wallet, on your telephone, your cell phone, you will see there will appear a value of 50 cents, and you can then choose to keep it or to share it. If you keep it, you can use it as a discount on your next purchase, so on your next bag of coffee that you're going to buy. Apparently you like our coffee, we have great coffee, we have a great mission of course, but if you like to buy another bag of coffee, we also ask you, okay, please share it with your friends. So share the message with your friend, we call this crowd speak. So our marketing spend that we are giving to you in this case, you can either keep or you can share, and if you share, you can just swipe the value in your digital wallet into the wallet of one of our impact projects, which for example could be a reforestation project. We are going to plant 1 million trees, so we have to buy seedlings. And with the tokens, you give the farmer the opportunity to buy seedlings and plant them on his grounds. We not only show by the use of blockchain that the value really moves into his wallet, you can also see that he's spending it on buying the seedlings, and you can actually see, because we will give proof afterwards, that he's buying the seedling and that he is also planting the seedling. So you get a GPS location and a picture of where he's going to plant the tree. So the use of blockchain enables us to give proof of our impact, measurable and verifiable proof of our impact. And this is really a great benefit of the use of blockchain, and it also immediately benefits the farmers. So using blockchain is then connecting the consumer to all the stakeholders in our supply chain, in our value chain, and it gives you as a consumer the opportunity to contribute to our impact projects and to help the farmers. So the farmers will benefit from that. In order for retailers also to have more impact in their stores, we of course invite them to embrace our fair chain model. And to do that, they should move beyond, let's say, the traditional certificates. So often what you learn, for example, in bio channels, in sustainable retail channels, there is like an expectation or a need to have your supply, or your beans, in our case, our coffee, to have a certain certificate. But the certificate in itself does not add any value. It's more about the proof of the impact, which in our case we feel is much more important. So by the use of blockchain, we can give you the proof of the impact. For a retailer, it would mean, use blockchain technology, show what the impact is that you're generating by selling our coffee, and step over, let's say, the so-called need for a certification. And also be frank about your own model. Be frank about the value addition that you want to have as in your part of the supply chain. We are making our supply chain completely transparent. Our mission is to have 50% remaining in the country of origin, 50% in the consuming country. In the consumer country, it often turns out that the retailer is taking quite a big chunk of the total margin, and especially when supporting sustainable brands like Moyee Coffee, like our Fair Chain Coffee, we feel that a retailer should also want to invest in sustainable brands in his own in the supermarket or online, meaning also accepting maybe a little less margin in the beginning, support sustainable brands so that we do not have to spend as much marketing money on getting awareness of the brand, and by doing that get to a fair division of the total share of the total value share in the supply chain. What I like most of this event, I always like it to see, to hear people talk from a different angle in business. I mean, of course, we are, let's say, very much focused in our own mission and working towards our own mission, but it also gives you maybe not the full picture. And we are working in our own bubble, and it's very good at events like these. That you get to know people who are looking at it from different angles. So for me, it's really to learn also being at events like this, not only telling our own story, but also listening to stories from other people who have a different angle, and really that's what is a big contribution to me personally to be at events like these.